So there's not much we have to do that you guys don't already know how to do. What I want to show you is really just kind of how to manage this stuff. Um, Generally speaking, I like to try and keep anything that's drawn into an AutoCAD file sort of prefixed differently than what you would get out of Revit, for instance. So what you'll see is that there are a bunch of pre-made layers that all sort of have the Revit prefix of like A or P or Q, whatever Q is. I don't know what that came from. But so I basically want to pick something that's going to be sort of like a user-based thing. So for site plan stuff, I'll just call it like site dash, whatever we want to call it. So we are going to need a few things. If you look at the plan, we have a couple of elements that we need to sort of draw out. We need to draw out hardscape, and I'm going to simplify this. Like all hardscape is going to be one layer for now until we need it to be something else. So we're going to do well, actually, what material is that? I'm trying to see what material this is. Let's see. Doesn't want to tell me. Well, anyway, we'll just leave it as like a gravel thing for now. Or I guess that could be hardscape too. Let's do a hardscape and a hardscape too. But we're going to need a couple of things relating to that. So notice how the concrete here has a couple of different things. It has the edge of the concrete, it has the hatch of the concrete, and then it also has some detail element that's related to the concrete. So it's like a reveal line, which or a mow strip. I think that's a reveal line, but we're going to go with that for now. So in AutoCAD, we're going to name those layers appropriately. Open up your layer properties. We're going to create a new layer. We're going to call it Site Concrete A. Yeah, let's just do Conc A. And remember, we needed 3 elements related to that, so we're also going to do Site Conc A Hatch. And then we're going to do another one, Site Conc A DTL for detail. So I don't care what colors you pick or anything like that, but you do need to know a little bit about how these things are going to translate into Revit. For the most part, you don't have to worry about assigning any sort of thicknesses or line types or anything like that in AutoCAD. Okay, because you can manage that using a layout. What am I trying to say? A view template in Revit. Okay, and that's actually probably the best way to manage that if you have a file that's going to sort of be repeatedly sort of updated throughout the process, which is normal. So anyway, I'm going to basically just pick a color for each of these. My site concrete I'll just leave as like an orange color. Concrete hatch I'll just pick like a lighter orange or yellowish. And then concrete detail I'll just pick something that is a little bit different, like a lime green. Okay, so that's pretty much going to do it for me on that. The other things that I think, and I'll leave it to you guys to sort of pick exactly what those elements are going to be based off of what you see in the plan, but I guess I just want to kind of walk you through just I guess drawing one element, and then we'll go from there. So basically I'm just going to work on what you see. Let's pick something that's a little contiguous. All right, so I'll work on this north side for now. So let's go to Site Conc A, and make sure that you're kind of attaching these things to actual architectural elements. What I mean by that is, rather than just picking some arbitrary visual location here that it looks like the concrete is going to be connected to, actually snap it to the architecture and align it to that. And when you're drawing your values here, pull your cursor up to approximately where it ends and then type in the rounded figure. That's probably the easiest way to get an accurate number off of that, because you don't want to see like 5/8 or 113 256ths. That's just a ridiculous number, and it just gets really messy in Revit when you have these unclear figures. So that is approximately 4 feet, so I'll just type in 4 feet. When I pull it over to the right-hand side, I'm at approximately 86 feet, so I'll just type in 86 feet. You guys get the idea?
Yeah.
This one is approximately 8 feet 4 inches, so I'll go to 8 feet 4. Looks like there's a mow strip in there. So this one's probably, I'm okay with 1/2 inches. When it comes to like site plan stuff, I'm not super okay with like 1/4 inch values, but I would be okay with 1/2 inches. So this is going to be 3 feet 10.5. And then down here, 17 feet 8 inches. Okay. So anyway, so that's basically the outline. Okay, I want to just point out that that's the outline. I'm also going to need to do a hatch pattern in this area, but more importantly, I want to do the detail lines as well. So I'll just do a line that goes from here to this point right there, and then down to there. And I know it's really difficult for you guys to see, but those are the 2 lines that I drew. And then I want to kind of measure what the approximate distance is for the offset for each of these mow strips or reveals. And it looks like it's could be 4 or 4.5 inches, but I'll just call it 4 inches. So I'm going to do an offset 4 inches. Okay, and it looks like that reveal goes all the way to that edge. And is there one on the other side? There is. So I'll say 4 inches, and this is where it gets a little crazy. Sometimes, like, because of slight misalignments, it might not be aligned over the whole length of the building, but that's okay. It's up to you to just kind of pick what that value is going to be. So what we wound up with is something that looks like that. I need to sort of fillet that end. Okay. Now, I want to point something out to you real quick before I close the video. Real quick, I'm just going to kind of delete this temporarily. I want to show you this. So this element needs to be treated before we can create an effective hatch pattern. So what I like to do generally is just use the edge of the concrete. So I'll just do site concrete. Oh, it's in the front again. Let's do draw order, send it back. Good. Site concrete A, so I'm going to draw a line across here. If you ever need to, and you could put the image on a layer and turn the layer off, but sometimes I think it's easier to just move the thing and pick like an even amount. So if I just move it over 300 feet, that's fine. So anyway, I'm going to hatch this real fast. Let's go to site concrete hatch. I'm going to say hatch or hatch. And you could do it a few ways. Because I know I modeled this or drew it accurately and I know it's closed, I'm comfortable using the pick point. If you're not comfortable using pick points, I would suggest do a polyline around the profile that you want to hatch and then just do it manually like that. But I'm going to switch to a concrete. I'll put it here, there, and make sure you get these like little funky symbol voids. Okay, so you can hit enter and then reselect it and then just start changing things. I'm going to change the scale to like a 5. Maybe 5's too much. Let's go to 3. Okay, something like that. So that is essentially the objective. Is we're going to draw all these elements that are on site, and then I'll show you how to control it when we get it back into Revit. What questions do you have? Because I'm trying to show you how to control linked files. Okay, so I mean, in theory, if we were just the architect and we needed to draw a site plan, we would just do it in Revit. But I'm showing you from a workflow perspective what it's like to receive a file from, say, a civil engineer and have to shoot it into your file and make it, easy. Okay.